Hi BookTube! My name is Rachel and today I am going to be filming my May wrap-up and June TBR. The month of May was actually a pretty good reading month for me, one of the best I've had thus far. I read 6 books and so I'm going to start talking about them. I only have 3 physical copies, so the other 3 I'll just hopefully get a picture of on this half of the screen. The first book I finished this month is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's a classic, in case you were not aware. It deals with themes of vanity and beauty and growing up and sin and corruption and influence, and it's an excellent book. And I read it with my English class. I'm graduating in like 4 or 5 days or something ridiculously soon, so it's like I have 1 more class left, so I'm so sad. But I only did like 1 chapter of it because there was so much description I wanted to throw up, but the rest of it is just Oscar Wilde is your man. The second and third book that I read this month are Maus 1 and 2 by Art Spiegelman. They are graphic novels, 2 of the contemporary graphic novels, the only ones I've ever read. I don't read a lot of graphic novels except for this month. And I read the bind-up, so I read them back to back. They were really good. They were unbelievably good. They're about the Holocaust, and so they're heartbreaking for that reason, but they also deal with themes of family and growing up and sort of dealing with how to deal with your family. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're heartbreaking for multiple reasons, which is what kept me so hooked. And they're beautiful and fairly quick reads, so I definitely recommend them. The fourth book that I read this month was also another graphic novel that I showed in the haul video that I'm supposed to have posted already, that I'll post after this one because this one's going to be a lot easier to upload. Is Drama by Renee Telgerman. I don't know if I'm supposed to say her name, I apologize. But this book is another graphic novel, the third and final graphic novel that I read this month, and it's actually a middle grade book. So it's about middle school kids, but it deals with a lot bigger issues, and I think that they did it gracefully and really well. It was really nicely geared towards any age group. And unlike Maus 1 and 2, it was in color, so it was just a nice little change. I read it in 1 day, and my sister read it in the same day. It was really good, and I definitely would recommend it if really just adorable read. Some of the things that they said I just took pictures of and I related to, and I just think it's so cute. And so yay, 5 out of 5 stars. I had 4 5 out of 5 star books this month. The 5th one is right here. Wonder. It was so good, you guys. I found this at Value Village pretty recently. I'll also talk about that in my haul. And I automatically knew I wanted to read it, and I'm really glad that I did. I read it in like 2 or 3 days. And at first, it's told in multiple perspectives, and I was really nervous about that because I don't read a lot of books like that, and I think that sometimes it can end up being really, really lame to have it in multiple perspectives. But I think that this was done really well. I fell in love with Augie. He is so cute. He's just so cute. He's in 5th grade, and it is also about little kids, so I read it right after drama, so I read 2 things from younger perspectives. And it's beautiful, and it also dealt with really big issues in really pretty ways. I love the ending, and I cried. 5 out of 5 stars. This is an incredible book. Yay! The 6th and final book you might think would also be a 5 out of 5 star book, because that's all I was reading this month. Boy, were you wrong. Boy, was I wrong. The 6th book that I read this month is it was big. How many pages? 646 pages. But it's called Me Being Me is Exactly as Insane as You Being You, a novel in lists by Todd Hasek-Lowy. This book looks incredibly big, and it is incredibly big, but some pages only have things like that. They're really short. And those are kind of spaced throughout the novel, and I gave this 2 out of 5 stars, and I almost quit it. I didn't want to quit it because I checked it out from the library, and I was slightly intrigued by part of it. A little bit of a spoiler, possibly. This guy named Darren, he falls in love with this girl Zoe, and it's actually really spontaneous and kind of odd and doesn't seem very realistic. At least it's not realistic to me. But then the girl goes missing, and so he's kind of freaking out. He's like, oh no, I love her and she funny because he just really complains about everything, and he has a pretty decent life. His parents really, really love him a lot. And another thing with this book is, and this is another spoiler, his dad turns out to be gay, and he comes out to Darren, and Darren's like, oh no, this is disgusting, and it's very homophobic. It feels homophobic, and I don't know if that's what it was aimed to be like, but that's how I felt. And so I was just kind of disgusted by the sort of things that he was thinking about his parents and all this stuff. I think he's whiny, and I did not relate to this character, and Zoe was just manic pixie girl, and there was a character named Rachel in here, and she was obnoxious and really annoying, and I was like, no, you ruined my name. And so I really wanted to buy this. That was my list of books that I read in order, so I didn't. I really wanted to buy this book when I first saw it at Barnes & Noble, because it's really, really pretty to me. Like, this is so pretty. I even tweeted about it the first second I saw it. I took a picture and tweeted about it. So pretty. I'm glad I didn't buy it. 2 out of 5 stars. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Before I go, I just wanted to show you what I'm kind of planning to read this month. I don't really have TBRs. I kind of just read whatever the heck I want, which is sort of evident by my TBR. But I'll just show you kind of what I'm reading right now. I am still reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I'm about halfway through. I kind of put it down just because I don't know why. I need to just finish it. The second book that I've started, sort of, is More Than This by Patrick Ness. I borrowed it from my local library. It's really crazy and really beautiful so far, and it's hard to read something that's so intricate at school when I'm trying to focus on it, but I also have to like listen to people talk in class or whatever. And so this is more of I need to read it when I'm just sitting by myself with nothing else to do, so I can completely focus. The third book I just decided to randomly pick up today because I was like, I need to read something funny. I want to read something funny. I want to read something fast because I just got done reading that 600-page book that was literally awful. Like Winger by Andrew Smith, which I said I was going to read for Bout of Books, and I did not. I ended up reading Dorian Gray, The Two Mouse, and Drama for Bout of Books. So that's my Bout of Book wrap-up too. So fast. And someone from my school, my physics class, was like, how was Bout of Books? And I was like, holy cow, I can't believe you just asked me this. That's so sweet, and it actually made my day. And so there was my wrap-up. So I am currently reading Andrew Smith's Winger, and it's funny so far. I just started it, so whatever, I'm just going to read it until I have to go to my NHS banquet today. And then the other 2 books that I still have from the library, the first was Me Being Me Is This Insane As You Being You, the second being More Than This by Patrick Ness. I also have 100 Sidemaze Miles, also by Andrew Smith, who wrote Winger, which is the one I just started reading. And then my final library book, which hopefully I'll get to even though it is also incredibly large, is The Diviners by Libby Bray. But this is also from the library, and so I want to try to get to it this month. But graduation is almost upon us, and my last day of school is almost upon us. And we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. And so we'll see what June brings. I need to get a job really bad. I need to get a job really bad. So I need to work on that. And I'm going to Hawaii pretty soon. I am so excited to see my family. All of my mom's family lives in Hawaii, and so we're gonna go, me and my sister are going down there to visit and just have some fun in the sun. And so I'll get plane rides to read, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to read this month, which is why I'm just sort of leaving it up to whatever the heck I want to read. But I just wanted to show you what I had read in May and what I plan to read in June. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you're enjoying the sunshine.